So, welcome everyone. This is the first meeting of the Weather, Environment and Climate in School Education in a short form WISE under the Education and Outreach Committee of South Asian Meteorological Association, SAMA. So, as our secretaries are facing some technical issues, with the kind permission of Honorable President, I would like to start the program. I am Dr. Mohan Kumar Das, Executive Director of National Oceanographic and Maritime Institute, NOAMI, and Joint Secretary of SAMA. At first, I would like to request our Honorable President, Air Vice Marshal, retired Professor Dr. Ojit Tyagi sir, to give a welcome address. Sir, please.
Thank you, Mohan, and helping us out by moderating this session. A very good afternoon and warm welcome to the distinguished members of our Education and Outreach Committee, esteemed members from the representatives from the member countries of the South SAMA, and also distinguished and very dear colleagues. Thank you so much for attending today's meeting and extending support to our important initiative of organizing and program which was long. See, there was need from many quarters, as Professor Mohanty mentioned, that about climate change and related issues. There is so much of demand, and the right place to start is the schools. So this program is initiated, but it requires a lot of preparation, and for this today's meeting is being held, and I'm happy that we have got a good representation from academic institutions also who will play a very important role in developing this program. We know that South Asian countries are profoundly affected by the climate variability and climate extremes, and therefore understanding weather and climate is crucial for making informed decisions about disaster preparedness, mitigation and adaptation, ensuring safety of people and sustainability of our economy. The best way to achieve this is by educating children about the weather and climate science and services for making informed decisions. It calls for a paradigm shift from the bookish knowledge, which is being now imparted in the schools, to the experiential learning based on case studies, real-time data, and the latest advancements in the weather forecasting services and warning systems to make use of these in our day-to-day operations and also for mitigation and adaptation. So this is very much needed. It had been felt for a long time. And in fact, we missed the first, I would say, revolution in education about the environmental education, in which we missed the climate and the weather science was not included to the degree which we would love to have it. But now new education policy has come, and this is the right time that we introduce the weather and climate sciences in the school curriculum effectively, and its application in the individual as well as for societal application. So this is very much required, and SAMA is the right platform that not only in India but in the member countries also, which also need such type of training of the teachers. We should be able to develop a program, and we have done some initial I think a draft program, but that is not comprehensive. It requires a lot of improvement. So we request all of you to actually participate and contribute. This has to be, I think, not the bookish knowledge, as I have told you. It has to be based, supported by the case studies, real-time data, and how to interpret the local weather and climate based on these inputs. So this is very important, and this over a period of time has to be, scaled down. We can start at top, at the macro scale to start with, but then it has to go to each country, from within each country to the sub-regional variations and the peculiarities of the climate, and their hazards and the warning system. So these have to be developed over a period of time, but then we have to make a beginning. And the first stage, we should have a sound program of basic concepts of the weather and climate science, various hazards in South Asia, and what all the warning systems and applications. Focus also on the climate change, climate variability, and the mitigation and adaptation which we need to follow. So with these opening remarks, I once again thank each one of you for having joined here. This is the first meeting and very important meetings because it will set pace for follow-up meetings and developing the training notes based on the recommendations of this committee. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your welcome speech. Someshwar sir, are you ready to
Am I
take
audible
over the?
to?
Yeah, you are audible, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir,
Am
we
I
can
audible?
hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, perfect, sir.
Okay. Sorry, there was still some problem in my system. But anyway, thanks. I understand already it has been started and Thais has given the welcome address. So we can go ahead as per the agenda. And the next item in the agenda is self-introduction by the members of the WISE EOC committee. So each one of you present here is requested to just briefly introduce yourself, although we know each other, but there are probably some new people. I'm not sure who are the new people today. But I guess most of us know each other. But anybody who is new, can you just, because my system is so slow that I can't even open the participants list.
Sir, Rahul Mohantos is new to this meeting, and I think Pramila Balami, some new face is there, and Sushil Dutt sir also
Let them
joined.
introduce
Yeah.
themselves. Is that okay? Can't the problem.
Sir, or sir, this is actually for the EOC committee, Education and Outreach Committee into self-introduction.
But no harm to
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
we request
There
the
are
new,
not many people present here, so maybe quickly.
Okay, sir. I think still, sir, your connection is there is some issue, so I can continue. Sir, I would like to request Professor UC Mohanty sir for self-introduction. Sir, please.
Very good afternoon to everyone. So, as it is told by our president, Taghi Saab, actually it is a long demanding requirement. In fact, today we have a meeting of INA conclave on engineering aspect of climate change. Because you said climate change, everybody is taking very lightly. But now it has come that we have crossed the tipping point, which was stipulated to be 1.5 degree. And then it has a lot of consequence in various sectors. So myself, actually, I introduced myself. I started my career with IMD for a short time. Then I joined after my PhD to IIT Delhi. There I was for 34 years. And after retired from IIT Delhi as a professor, then I joined. We started new school for Earth, Ocean, Climate Science in IIT Bhubaneswar. There I was for 9 years. And recently, for last 2.5 years, I am working as a distinguished professor in the Shiksha Anusandhan deemed to be university, where we established a new center, where actually the name of the center is the Climate Smart Center for Climate Smart Agriculture, because we feel like that is the area where the climate change has a maximum impact. Means you say one is the cause of the climate change, and the impact of the climate change. So impact of the climate change are mainly the food security, and then water. Of course, food security depends upon water resources and also health. So this center is mainly focusing on that area, and we are also subsequently planning to start a master degree program for the neighboring countries on climate smart agriculture. So this is my brief introduction. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Your presence is very important for us. Now I'd like to request Professor D.V. Bhaskar Rao, sir, for self-introduction. Rao, sir, please.
Yeah, minute. Yeah, thanks, Dr. Mohan. I am D.V. Bhaskar Rao, retired professor, Department of Meteorology and Oceanography, Andhra University. I served Andhra University in different capacities for about 33 years, up to 1976 to 2008. Later, I worked as a visiting professor at Jackson State University, United States. Later came to India and started a new center at KL University, Vijayawada. Worked there for 4 years. Back at Andhra University, now I am a retired professor, doing my academic work in collaboration with the Department of Meteorology and Oceanography, Andhra University. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Your inspiration is very valuable for Sama. Now I'd like to request Professor Dr. Sushil Dar, sir. S.K. Dar, sir, please. Sir, can you hear us?
Are you asking me? I'm not able to hear. Hello?
No, sir.
Have you unmuted me?
Yes,
Am I audible?
Sushil Dar, sir. Yeah.
I am.
Sir,
Okay. Mr. S.K. Das,
okay.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, sir. We can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can.
Am I
Yeah, we can
visible?
hear you.
Perfect, sir.
Visible now?
Yeah.
Right, sir.
Okay. So I am S.K. Das, Sushil Kumar Das. I retired from IIT Delhi, Center for Atmospheric Science. And now we have a foundation for educational research in climate change, which we have some educational program, as Dr. Tyagi and Dr. Samasya Das know about that. Also, I'm involved with some educational program with the International Forum of Meteorological Society. Given a chance, I will just speak about a minute or so about that. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
No, should
Now
I tell now about that, or it is just introduction?
It is just introduction. Next time, sir, you will
So
speak more.
I think I have introduced myself.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Clear?
Yeah, we are very glad to be you are here with us. Now I'd
Thank
like
you
to
for
request Rahul
inviting.
Mohantoji. Rahulji, please.
Yeah, hello. So thanks for this invitation. I'm Rahul Mohanta. I'm teaching, actually, basically a physics teacher at Cotton University. But there is no activity, there is no research or any kind of educational programs about meteorology in Northeast India. So to initiate this research, I did my PhD in atmospheric physics of my own. And then I started a center called Center for Clouds and Climate Change Research in Cotton University. So we have we have a PhD program going on with some 6 students. And I have introduced a paper on meteorology at the MSc level and trying to popularize this meteorology, or trying to initiate meteorology into the curriculum of other colleges. Basically, Northeast India, from where I come from, this weather and climate are not just academic topics. They shape our daily lives, like our agriculture and even our traditions. And that is why I have always been passionate about popularizing meteorology among students and the public in
I
general.
just checked whatever you
Thank
said.
you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rahul Mohantoji.
Yeah.
Now I would like to request Madan Sigdalji, please.
Namaste and good afternoon, everyone. I am Madan Sigdel, an executive committee member, ECT member from SAMA, and I am associate professor at Central Department of Hydrology and Meteorology, Tiruvani University. Nice to see you all here. Let's have more discussion in the coming time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Madanji. And now I'd like to request Dr. Abhilashji, please.
Good afternoon. Thank you, sir. So much, sir. Mohanji Saab and others. I am Abhilash. I was a scientist at IITM Pune for 8 years. Now I am working as the director of Advanced Center for Atmospheric Radar Research in Cochin University of Science and Technology for the last 8 years. So we are basically into the similar type kind of WISE program. We are supporting the local schools in establishing the weather stations in their schools and conducting many awareness programs in school students and teachers. So I hope that we can actively participate and contribute to this program. Thank you very much for the invitation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now I'd like to request Dr. Mondira Shresthaji. She is also Joint Secretary of SAMA. Mondiraji, please.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Perfect.
Okay, great. Well, very good afternoon to you all. This is Mandira Singh Shrestha. I'm from Nepal. I'm currently affiliated with a small organization called Water Center Bohal 21. Earlier, I was with ICIMOD, the International Center for Integrated Mountain Development. As just said by Mohanji, I'm also the Joint Secretary of SAMA. My proficiency, let me put it that way, is more on hydrology and hydraulics, but I'm very much interested in the outreach program that we are talking about in terms of education, and would be delighted to contribute further. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now I'd like to request Milighosh Nilala, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Mohan, and good afternoon all. I am Mili Ghosh, and after completing my PhD from IIT Roorkee in geomatics, I joined BIT as assistant professor, and presently I'm working as associate professor in the Department of Remote Sensing. And as the lightning is the major natural disaster of Jharkhand and particularly of Ranchi, so from last few years I'm working in that field, means vulnerability assessment due to lightning. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Milighoshji. Now I'd like to request Nasim Muradi. Nasim Muradi, please.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Muhammad Nasim Muradi. I was graduated from Kabul University. Now I am director of AMD department. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mr. Jatran, please. Mr. Jatran, can you hear us?
Hello, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Perfect, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Still
Yeah.
there's some problem in my system. Okay. I'm Someshwar Das, Secretary of SAMA. Course, I retired from the National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting long ago, and then after that I joined the Central University of Rajasthan as a professor. I retired from there also almost 5 years ago. So now I'm full time with SAMA. And that's it from my side.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Mani.
Yes, sir. You are the nucleus of SAMA, we should say. Now, I'd like to request Ranjitji. Ranjit Kumarji, please.
Hello. Hello, good afternoon, sir. Hello, I am audible, sir?
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect, Ranjit.
So very good, blessed afternoon to all of you. I am Ranjit Kumar from the Department of Chemistry, Dayalbagh Educational Institute, Dayalbagh, Agra. And my experience is in the field of atmospheric chemistry, environment, climate change, and environmental sustainability. And I shall be happy to contribute in this WISE program. Similar kind of program, I have been also involved within the INEAS, Indian National Young Academy of Sciences. That is a young academy of the Indian National Science Academy, New Delhi. So this is a very good initiative, and I shall contribute in whatever way it will be required by the SAMA. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ranjuji. Thank you so much. Now, maybe last person, Rohini ji. Rohini Bhavat, please. Could you please introduce?
Thank you, Dr. Mohan. I am Rohini Bhavar and I work as Assistant Professor in Department of Atmospheric and Space Sciences, Savitribai Phule Pune University. So I'd be very happy to be associated with this WISE program. We have in university a science park where the students from different schools come here almost weekly, twice or thrice, and they call us for giving us information about climate sciences. So yes, it would be really nice for the interaction. And also I want to take opportunity to thank Das sir and Bhaskar Rao sir, because their foundation, which is Foundation for Education and Research in Climate Change, they have provided one of my PhD student fellowship for supporting fellowship for almost for her PhD. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Rohini ji, and thank you for the good news.
Mohan,
Now it is time. Sir,
Mohan, there are a couple of
sir.
people left. Just see.
Really?
Yeah.
If anyone, oh, sorry, I forgot to ask Dr. Kautan U. Dr.
Yeah.
Kautan U, please. Maybe I not pronounced your name properly.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Mohan.
Yes.
I'm the Dr. Jodang from Myanmar. Currently, I am the head of the Aviation Weather Survey in Myanmar Air Force. Also, I am the senior researcher of the National Disaster and Management Committee. And also some of the executive working group committee members. Thank you.
Mohan, there is a Jadran, someone.
Yes, sir. Jatran, I actually asked. Yeah, maybe now he can introduce. Yeah, Mr. Jatran, please.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. I'm Muhammad Mustafa Zadran. I graduated from Hydrometeorology Department, Geoscience Faculty, Kabul University. And now currently I work as a manager of early warning at Afghanistan Meteorological Department.
Dr. Somnath Datta also has joined.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome, Jatran. Now, I would like to request Dr. Somnath Datta, sir. Just joined. Sir, please introduce. It is our introduction part. You right time you joined. Yeah. Please unmute and self-introduction, sir.
Some technical problem was there. That's why there are some. First of all, thank you very much for kindly inviting me and giving me a scope to say a few words here. As such, I really I really congratulate our Tagi sir and our senior SAMA members for floating this idea, which is very much required. Because one thing we can see here, that even though National Meteorological Service in the different country, they are developing, bringing high-power computer system, more and more talented, experienced, knowledgeable scientists, and then very strong disaster management system. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. So, but one thing it is very visible, that even though for cyclone it is fine, that is we have been able to minimize the loss in life at least significantly, but disaster arising from mesoscale system, rather much smaller than mesoscale system, that is increasing now. This type of events are also increasing, and disaster and your loss in lives, that is also increasing. So what I find, because I got some scope during these 20 months working in operational weather service here. So what happened, for example, for your thunderstorm, lightning, tornado, or those thing, as such, since these are very small scale phenomena, so mainly our main tool is nowcasting only. Main effective tool is nowcasting. We are having nowcasting model, everything is there. Nowcasting, and for nowcasting, lead time is 2 to 3 hours only. 2 to 3 hours, and this 2 to 3 hours is too small time. And another one thing, because I remember something happened in the last year or this year, Jalpaiguri actually, that when there is a thunder cloud, people's small children started rushing to rushing to a mango tree, because they are knowing now mango will fall. They will collect the mangoes, and then this thing happen. This thing. So what I personally feel, that only disaster management, only prediction will not do. Awareness among the people must be there. And now question is, when spreading the awareness, uh, when we people, that is professional meteorologists, operational weather service people, they go, then actually, uh, its impact is not that much, and naturally for the professional meteorologists it is not possible also physically to reach at the farthest corner of the society. So for that stakeholders are required. Definitely we are taking the stakeholders, local government authority as the for that. Even uh, many scientific societies, just like Indian Meteorological Society, all these things, they are also they are also helping us in reaching to this. But if this awareness can be seeded in a very in the rational way. Generally, what happened? We man, suppose if someone say don't do this thing, immediately question us why I will not do. What happened there? Because we are in general little bit non-compliance is there. Why I will do? So for that one, education is very much required, that why I will not do, what is the impact of all this basic. So, and this definitely needs to be from the very school level. So for that, actually school level, in the school level education as a mandatory, uh, this type of curricula containing information on weather and climate is definitely required. And I am telling on, everybody knows also that India Meteorological Department also played a very important role by providing necessary information in that, while designing textbook syllabus, etc., all these things. But at the same time, if sama can do also, that is also that will be much better, that will be also better. It will actually, it will strengthen this effort as such. So for that, this is very much required. So now we understand that in this today's meeting, our one of the agenda is to identify the curricula also. Curricula also. So just a minute. Actually, there is some problem.
Seeing some technical problem.
Yeah, just a minute, sir. Actually, there is some technical.
Are we still in the introduction session, Mohan?
Yeah, sir, there is the, I think, Somnadatta sir can speak in after some time also. So
Yeah,
we can,
that will be better. Actually,
yeah.
just 5 minutes time if it is given to me.
Yeah, because the introduction
Okay,
was supposed to be very
okay,
brief.
sir.
1 minute
Introduction
at least.
after
Yeah.
introduction part, sir, you can speak in
Yeah,
details also,
yes,
sir.
yes, yes, that will be better.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So thank you everyone for your self-introduction. It is really helpful to each other. We can know each other, and some new member join today. Then it is also helpful to know their activity. And now it is time to introduction of the voice program. This will be covered by Professor U.C. Mohanty, sir, who is the chairman of Education and Outreach Committee and distinguished professor of SOA and former professor of IIT Delhi and IIT Bhubaneswar. Sir, floor is yours. Mohanty, sir,
Okay,
please.
thank you very much, Professor Mohan Kumar, and very good afternoon to all of you. So I am very thankful that Professor Tyagi and Professor Someshwar has taken very excellent and eminent persons in our team. That's very good. And also maybe few more we have to take as we go on. Those who are really interested and can contribute. Because weather and climate science is such a science, it is actually science for everybody. There is no sector in the society whom we should tell that they don't need weather and climate. Whether a street beggar or street vendors to that of the president of the country who is in the also palace. Everybody needs the information about weather and climate. But it is known very vaguely or very, everybody knows the weather and climate as a general way. But with the changing of the climate, and not only changing climate, due to changing of climate, there's a lot of variability in the weather systems, like the tropical cyclones. As we know, it is more intense maybe, and less maybe frequency with more intensity. We have the thunderstorms in the monsoon period where casualty has remained quite high, because atmospheric electricity is such a problem, where as it is told by some of our members, Madam Ghosh, that actually many people, they perish their life because they don't know what to do and what not to do. So similarly, actually, it has a lot of impact with our food security, that is agriculture. It has a lot of impact on water resources. It is impact on the health. And also, we should know what is the cause of the climate change also, and what is the contribution everybody can do. As I always tell, drop of waters make the ocean, and we should not neglect a single drop. Same way, actually, our drop of waters are actually we cannot reach each farmer or each common man in the society directly. So therefore, the best way to reach them is the school children. So that's how we thought that if we're starting a program for the common man in the society who have to contribute for the climate change to arrest or to contribute towards the effective utilization of the early warning and impact-based weather forecast systems, then they will also get immensely. And that have to be done at the grassroots level. So our grassroots is obviously the school children. So keeping that in mind, we thought that we should train the school children by various means. And then, actually, as I told, why you keep the environment? Because you know that all the cause of the climate change is the environment, degradation of environment, degradation of the air quality or water quality, degradation, deforestation, and many other aspects of environment, which or waste management and so on. All these things accumulated and that affect our climate system. So if we have to arrest the climate change issues to a certain extent, though we cannot stop it totally, or every country think about to zero emission by a certain time, then it will need also every person's contribution. Every aspect we are doing, even actually we are putting a light on, if not you can put up. If we want to tap water, if we are using, how to reduce? So that actually again it is coming through energy and so on, and it is a scarcity of the water. So like that, every sector, there is a need to have a involvement of the grassroots people. keeping that in concept. So this we are thinking for a long time, but I should thank to Professor Tyagi Saab, who actually put a concept note based on our all thoughts. And then actually I was starting a program on scopes, science for common people, where actually we have developing a syllabus. So I shared that one, but all these are incomplete unless we discuss and make a complete. And that completeness will be definitely different from the other aspects, like actually Professor Das, S.K. Das and others, they have started a school program in many states through DST program, but it was developed quite nicely, but certain state is fizzled out. But as we know that children, they should know what is the temperature, how it vary in a rainy day or how it vary in a sunny day, how it vary in a Rajasthan or how it vary in a coastal area. So many things actually which is very common things, but they will get more motivated through observations. So that's why observation is also one of the fundamental things should be there. And now with the satellites and other things, many things are available also, pictures in internet and all the places. Now internet is available almost in all the schools also. In fact, I feel that even the school children should be fed after the prayer. If any adverse situation is occurring in that area, like a lightning or likelihood of a this heavy rainfall or any impact-based forecast which is generated, because now our forecast is quite good. There's a time we are telling that tropic and mid-latitude forecast is very good, tropics is not there. That barrier has gone almost. And non-tropical forecast also quite reasonably good. Of course, it is still not compete with that, but definitely a lot of improvement. So there is a need of capacity building, awareness, and outreach program from the school level. So obviously for that, we need material to be written in a very proper way so that it should not be very high-fi science, and also it should not be history. It should be something in between. That means suitably which can be understood by them, and also some of the action which they should take, like in a thunderstorm with lightning, what they should do, safest place is the home, or and not to go on a tree or in outside, what a position they should take, and so on, so that these things they can percolate to their parents and to their villagers, or so that the people, really the people, they are affected that who are working in the open field. So like this way, all other aspects. Similarly, we have to conserve, because we are telling that the plantation should be there. But many people don't know why the plantation. Now government spend a lot of money for plantation. Even actually, I know Odisha government, they are now planning thousands of crores for palm trees. So that if palm tree there, actually then thunderstorm and lightning actually pass through palm tree, it will not come to the field and so on. But palm tree will grow and it is effective. It will take many years, at least 20 to 30 years. So whether we can wait for that. Same way, many things we need that with the weather climate improvement in predictions as a science of a common people, and then it is aggravated with the climate change issues. So we should have a very good material which we should introduce in school level. Environmental science is there in the college level, but that again dominated by one sector only. And weather climate sector is very less dominated there. There also a lot of scope is there. So keeping all these things in mind, so let us start from school level, but most important to decide the syllabus, decide the material how to prepare, and prepare the materials, and then we can approach the appropriate authorities how to implement. We may start in the central level for the whole countries, or we can start with the state levels. Wherever it is possible, we can start it and percolate it so that gradually we can do a service to the nation, to the all common people. That is the entire goal of WISE. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your introductory speech. And it is help to all others to understand the overall procedures. Now it is time for photo session. After that, we will listen the remarks from all the committee members. So now I'd like to request everyone to switch on your video so you can take a snap. Rahulji, please, Professor, and Shomnath Datta sir, Ranjit Kumar ji, Sushil Dar sir, please, Rohini and Jatran, kindly. It is time for photo session, so we will take a photo. I would like to request Shomnath Datta sir, Ranjit ji, Sushil Dar sir, Rohini ji. Yeah, please. And as in Mr. sir also joined. So please switch on your video so you can take a screenshot. Rohini, you also please take. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Click.
Mr. Jadran and Dr. Misra, not still missing.
Mr. sir, please switch on your video. Ranjit Kumar ji, Rohini, if possible, and Jatran also, please. One more time. Okay, ready?
You can just take the shot. I'm actually not well, so that's why I joined later.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, ready.
Hello.
Okay, one more, Ranjit ji. Okay, so one more, last one. Ranjit ji, again, switch on, please. Maybe some technical issue.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Camera mera here.
Yes, ready? Final, click. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Hello.
Now you can mute your
Yeah,
mic,
perfect.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rajit Kumar, mute your mic. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for cooperation. Now it is time to listen from every member country's representative, their remarks. So initially, I would like to request Mr. Nasim Muradi from Afghanistan Meteorological Department, and he's the director. So please give your remarks, please. Nasim ji.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. First, I would like to thanks from the SAMA organize different training and capacity building in the South Asian member countries. According to the email and discussion with SAMA, SAMA has planned to conduct new program weather, environment, and climate in school education. The title of the training, the trainers, I think. The school students should know about the weather, about the extreme weather and climate change and the impact of climate change. And in the end of, I would like to thanks again from the director of SAMA and also from my colleagues, Dr. Das, all colleagues, they are working hard. And also I would like to thanks from the presenters. Thank you so much. This is from my side, Dr. Thank you.
Thank you, Nasim ji, for your remarks. From Bangladesh, I didn't see anyone.
So you can speak on behalf of Bangladesh then, Dr. Mohan.
Okay, but there is another part also for me. Maybe I can speak on that time also.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Now from Bhutan, I have not seen any representative, Dr. Singhe Dorji or any Bhaskar Sharma, no one. So it is time for India. So Dr. Somnath Datta sir. So I think, sir, you can continue what you actually started.
Yeah, thank you very much. Definitely it is very much required to introduce that is education on climate and weather information in the school level, but uh, but at the same time, if possible, if we can plan some programs for the school teachers. I remember, I think that time Taggi sir was our DG. That time actually IMD training took some initiative that training that is some courses for the school teachers. So that time many such courses actually conducted, and it was really very useful. But later on, it could not be continued. So whether if it is possible again to start this type of activity that in a very systematic way, that also that systematic way we can do. Uh, so for the school teachers, and for the school student, actually in textbook, uh, I think already government of India has taken initiative. I think now in the school textbook, curricula is already there, I think, on climate and weather information. But for outreaching of the service, for training for that actually we can start with the school teachers. We may extend even up to higher secondary levels school, even that is 11 12 standard, we can do. And there actually we can put initially not very high-fi syllabus. Initially we can simply we can put one thing that that is the basics of the weather forecasting in a simple language, and what are the different types of weathers in our country, and what are the different forecasts. And question is meaning, interpretation and meaning of different forecast and one forecast and warning information, all these things, and what are the things to be done, like that it can be done. And for that actually already one draft syllabus, I think Tagi sir has prepared also that syllabus. So we can start actually. This is why that systematically we can have a calendar also. We can start initially instead of the school children, we can start for the school teachers, and that is up to 11 12 standard. Even we are later on we may think of, sir, for the undergraduate level college teachers also, and undergraduate level students also. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your nice outline. I hope it will help everyone for further proceed. So next is Maldives. So Mr. Abdul Mohsin Ramiz, maybe he not joined. So it is time for Myanmar. Mr. Han Sue, he is not joined. So Dr. Kyothanu, he already shared on his written book also. Dr. Wu, please.
Thank you, Dr. Mohan. On behalf of our country, in honestly, in real situation in Myanmar, we still don't have a higher level education regarding the meteorology and climate change. Even we don't have any institution regarding this subject. Currently in DMH, Department of Meteorology and Hydrology, Myanmar, all the staff members come from the physics and the mathematics graduation student. They only graduate the physics and mathematics, and there is one internet training course for meteorology level 1 and 2 and 3. So it is most perfect chance for us, our country, if all students can be learning since their childhood, junior degree, such as the primary, the middle school, and high school. It is a very good benefit for us because in our country, we already know that South Asian countries are experienced in the tropical cyclones and drought. So all the people are understanding and familiar with the nature process. However, they have to know what is the physical process or background of this weather and climate change. So this is a benefit, very benefit for our young generation in Myanmar. So I really appreciate for this program, and I will involve in as much as what I can do. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ru, for your important concern. Now, no representative from Pakistan, Dr. Ghulam Rasul sir or any other member.
No, I think
same.
from Nepal, you
Yeah,
have visited Dr. Sigdal, Madan Sigdal is there?
Yeah, Sigdal. Yeah, Sigdal is here. Dr. Sigdal, could you please?
Maybe he can, because Dr. Professor Deepak Aryal is now Vice Chancellor, so he will not be able to attend, obviously. So if he is not there, then
I'm
anybody
in
can
different role as a
talk
vote of thanks also. So, but yeah, I can
But you
start.
can talk.
Anyway, thank you, Sama, for this great initiation of including weather, environment, and climate in the school education. I think in Nepal, basically in the school, some climate and atmospheric science related topics are covered in geography as well as in environmental and population studies. So I think for right now, which the draft has been prepared is a syllabus. It is very relevant. But I think it differs according to country also, I think. So in this case, local chapters, like country chapters, can be important. They can play important role because for if we talk about Nepal, currently the local governments are also preparing the syllabus. Like municipalities are also preparing the syllabus related to disaster risks and climate science. So I think the situation may be different for other countries. So in that case, the local chapters of Sama can also include or exclude some other necessary items within the syllabus. And main important thing is that how can we reach to the student? Basically, if we can include more part of the climate, environment, and weather in school level, then they can be we can attract in the undergraduate level. So for Nepal, I think the syllabus should be included, but how can we include in the government system or in the local municipality level system, because they are also preparing the syllabus. That is important thing. So I think I have gone thoroughly through the syllabus. The syllabus is very attractive, and it would be very helpful for all the member countries. But the how can we implement that is also should be discussion. I think the more role would be from the local chapters or country chapters of the Sama. Thank you for now.
Thank you, Dr. Madanji, for your comments. So I have not seen any other countries member, specifically Pakistan and Sri Lanka. So as Kedar sir suggests, first we need to listen from the members, then the discussion on 4 topics. So I think already it is done. So we can go
Dr.
for the
Mohan?
discussion. Sir, yeah, Ranjit ji, please.
Can I add 1 or 2 sentences on this?
Yeah, sure, please.
So see, this is a very good initiative going to be held under WISE program for the school students. And you know, if we talk even in India, the schools and remote area schools people prefer the local language. So this is my just a humble suggestion, although it will be a task. If we can prepare the material main in English, and then if it is possible for the other language also like Hindi or so on. So this is my suggestion, and this suggestion is based on our past experience with the INEAS. So that's why I have added. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Nojit. I think that's also important. So in the discussion point, that can be also considered. So yeah, thank you. Sir, can we go for the discussion part?
Yeah. As Professor S.K. Das has suggested, that let us have the comments of the invitees first, and then we can go for the action points, right? Is that what Das has suggested, right? And so in that case,
So
we can start
yes, sir.
with the names as given in that agenda.
Okay. Okay, sir. So yeah, so just revise. As per the comments by invitee and members, Vice Committee, Dr. R.R. Kelkar, sir, he is
Yes,
not
Dr.
joined today.
Yes,
Dr. Jair
no.
Kulkarni, not joined, and Dr. Madanlal
Yeah.
Shrestha, sir, may be busy.
Uh,
So yeah, so Professor S.K. Das, sir, sir, now it is
yes, please.
your turn to give the comment, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Sir.
No, I told because the members can have some ideas. So once you listen to the members and then go for the topics, will be convenient. Anyway, thank you very much. It's a really, I congratulate Sama that we are all going for the school program. It's very, very required. And it has been felt long back also. Where a lot of discussion with Dr. Tyagi, Dr. Das, Someshwar Das. It's good, and I'm very happy, proud to be amongst all the wise members. Actually, this type of programs are already very popular in Royal Med Society under the AMS. And we are not far behind because 2 decades back, some of you might have remembered that DST had a very interesting program called PROVE, Participation of the Youth in, and started from Uttarakhand. I was involved there. And about 500 schools in 5 states, other observatory there. And I must thank IMD because their regional chapters, and even here I was in touch with the DG, and everything was very fine. For 10 years, they could pull off. Question is that DST told that we all the programs we start in the project mode. So 10 years with a lot of effort, I pushed the then secretary, and its 5 years extension was given in certain schools. Even now, I will be astonished that in some of the schools, they have some rudimentary, even Uttarakhand, if you explore, they will find that they are taking observations, and through WhatsApp, they are sending that also. Today's temperature, rainfall, etc. They are sending through WhatsApp. So it is fruitful. Definitely it's fruitful at school level, although there was some criticism. And ultimately, we were passed on to MOES. And I worked very hard on that, pushed that secretary, DG, and Dr. Tyagi must remember. It didn't work. MOES also didn't realize, and everybody has the doubt that what will happen to this quality of data. That was the main thing. But you see today all over the world, citizen science is so much strong that even from that they are writing papers, scientific papers, citizen science data quality. And you might not know, some of you might not know that even from Uttarakhand data, my student has done 2 papers, scientific papers, and they found that through data assimilation, it has impact up to 500 millibar, pressure and other parameters. 2 good journal papers have come up. So anyway, everything has its ups and downs. It's never late. It is never late for anything. And now that you have started, is very good. Then IFMS, International Forum Meteorological, because I am very passionate about this program. Once one secretary, DST secretary, also very strongly told me that maybe you are passionate about this, that is how you are telling, otherwise it doesn't have much meaning. But that was not, that time it was not the correct step. Anyway, so IFMS has done a lot of, and in Africa, we have already identified, after a lot of discussion through 1 year, identified 11 courses and all the individual topics also. Some of the meetings were attended by Dr. Tyagi and Dr. Someshwar Das. These are all available on the page under AFMS, African Med Society page. If you go to the newsletter, you'll find all these topics identified. And everybody in the world, those who are cautious about weather and climate, then no doubt that they understand it has to start from the school level, because it's not a like other science that it is not detached from the society. And you are in the environment, so it has to be along with the society, along with the environment. That is why it's a, and our foundation, that is Professor Bhaskar Rao and myself started some charity organization 3 years back, FERCC. That also we're doing little bit of work with help of Earthwork Institute. We go to schools and organize seminars. And during Uttarakhand also we have done that. It is very exciting to do this type of work, very exciting. And we are also planning through, it was a planning stage, that since we have already identified some topics through IFMS, so why not to take up at least 3 or 4 subjects in our MET chapters, IMS chapters. Yeah, one thing I must tell that 8 years back, so because we are not behind, but we are not pursuing it, that's why I'm telling. 8 years back, we wrote a program project from IMS and submitted to the Secretary MOES. Dr. Rajivan were there. He approved it. We were astonished that he approved it. And we could not get the first year's money because we could not pursue. There are change of guard and all these things we could not pursue. That was basically for this. 30, 40 lakhs, they were for the first year, they were saying that 5 years we cannot give, but so a lot of work has been going on. Now it is up to Sama, because it is organization of so many countries together in this region. It's very heartening to see that Sama is very enthusiastic about to do this. And at this stage, I will just like to tell that it has to be in the structured way, because you can't say that education for common man, for the teacher, and Dr. Somanath Datta told about teachers, is important, because teachers, schools, children, and common man, policymakers cannot be put together. So first somebody else also told about teachers. We should go for the teachers program first in a very structured way. And FERCC, our organization with Bhaskara, I can also on his behalf also I can commit that we are ready to support to the extent possible, both financially, whatever money, because it's a charity organization, whatever money we have, we will definitely give. Plus, we will also contribute knowledge-wise. But we are not like Sama. Sama is such a big organization, so we will do a little bit as supporting from our side. It has to be done in a second, like let us start with teachers, 11, 12, because that is the best time or something like that. And since already 11 topics are identified, where I should tell here that climate change is a regional important. It is region is global, but it is happening in the regional scale. And certain scales, if you talk about Himalayan desert, they may not understand. They cannot connect these two things in school children or even teachers. So science teachers and geography teachers and mathematics teachers, we must have in this program a regional aspect. That means in the topics in all the 11 subjects, we had identified that at least 1 or 2 lectures will be local, whether global will be there. Global has to be there. Some examples from outside the world. But embassies should be got. Here also we have so many countries, and all countries climate is not, there are some commonality, but you can't say that all let us have a small committee. We have always some committee, but ground level work we have to do. And I must tell from the beginning, it is a slow process. If you want to start a lecture series, it's not a problem. You can have a lecture series, because we have also identified the websites where this type of material are available. And if you can put time, it's time taking. And like Sama is doing for college programs, etc., that is commendable. You can do that. But if you want to really have at the ground level, we must have some structured program, and with a deep thought. Let it be slow. Let it be slow. And I am sure that Sama will also eventually get funds for this, because it is a very, very noble job and many people are not doing. And we have to you have to connect to the citizen science. Those who are sitting at the top level, they are not really understanding that quality of data may be required for the modeling purpose and forecasting, but understanding to create awareness. Here, the quality of data from IMD point of view is not really important. Don't think that I am not. I am also a science person, but I am telling that there are two separate issues. One is for forecasting. Unless the data is accurate, how the model you will forecast. That is very correct. But here you are educating. You are educating the students who are just saying what is the connection between temperature and pressure. And then many things will come. What are the instruments? What is the physics behind that? What is dynamics? Gradual one by one will come. And this should be in a non-formal way. Long back also we have a lot of debate about that. And I was not really in support of that. The course, let us start pressurize education department. It's not that easy because pressurizing education department is domain of a politician. And we may not be able to do that. Suppose one of you is very powerful and you can do that. But in addition to that, you go on putting that. In addition to that, you should have a non-formal education. Nobody will stop you if you have small projects through teachers in schools and colleges. And I had that some contact with many schools program. APSs cannot do because we can have only approach one or two, but some can do a lot of work. They were adding that. So why can't you start nowadays? You see in new education program, they have this type of projects as values, etc. So you don't have to wait for teaching dynamic methodology to educate the children, school children, or the teachers about the weather and climate. We have to start from what they look at around. What is that? What are the instruments concerned? And very, very small examples, etc. This is a different type of work, I agree. But this I have stopped now. That is very commendable. I'm very happy. And I'm happy that you have invited me to join the summer. I didn't know that really I'm a member of the WISE. When I read the email, I found that my name is there. So I thought that I must share my thoughts with all of you. And I am sure it will pick up in a very big way. Let us work together. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Sushil Kedar, sir. It is very significant, I think, comments you have given. So when it will be formulated, I think all concern will be taken in consideration properly. Thank you, sir. Now it is time for Dr. Somaranda Karmakar, sir. I think he not joined. He's a bit busy with some others activity. Professor S.N. Mistro, sir. Luckily, sir joined. S.N. Mistro, please, sir.
Good
Dr.
afternoon,
S.N. Yeah,
everybody.
sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Actually, my this thing is it's a very important subject, and today with the new education policy in India, this has been made one of the compulsory subject at all level. So the problem everywhere is that neither they have the correct contents or nor they have the trainers. So this program actually, if very correctly designed, it can become a hallmark of climate and weather education in India and Southeast Asia. Actually, if you ask me, and the only thing is, it must be pitched at the right level uh, without making it very complicated. And as somebody else has also suggested, hello, hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's very important that the curriculum is correct and trainers have to be created. That is very important because unless we create good trainers, they can't train properly. So it's a very good program. And one important thing that yes, it should be a multilingual program because most of the part, no, it could be a mix or something, but then it has to be in different languages if we want pan Asia Pacific countries, including India. So that's very important. And that task can be done very easily by the respective, no, area-wise, wherever, whatever language. Once the main program contents are made, that can be no, later on translated into the local languages. That's very easy. And I'll be happy to contribute in module 11 and 12 whenever it is designed. That is climate change impacts and this thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your commitment to contribute in a specific chapter as well as the relevant suggestions. Thank you. Now it is time for Dr. Mondira Shrestha, Mondira Singh Shrestha. Mondira ji, please.
Yes, well, a very good afternoon again. First of all, I must admit that I'm very inspired actually by the passion and the dedication that I see across the participants, those that are present here at the meeting. It's very, very, inspiring for me. And no doubt, as has been said, this particular topic that we're talking about in terms of looking at the school program, in terms of education outreach, is very important, is essential. And my understanding of what I have heard and read from the concept note is that this program is very much targeted to the teachers of class 10, 11, and 12. And that I see that the teachers as a medium for providing the knowledge and skills then to the students of those levels to raise awareness and also to increase the interest of these students in the subject matter. Yeah, so two specific objectives. One is to raise awareness, definitely, but the second one is also to increase the interest of the students to pursue their further studies in meteorology or related subjects, climate change, and its impacts. So it's very timely and very interesting, no doubt, that we try to reach out. My humble submission is that since we are talking about different regions and countries, some of the materials and topics may have to be a little bit more customized. So we may need to have to look into that. And also, like, for example, there are people in the urban settings, living in the urban settings, and then there are people living in rural settings, like has been said, where when we are talking about some of the measures, actions, mitigative measures, then those need to be also customized for those purposes. Like, for instance, urban floods versus in a farm where there is lightning. I'm just giving you an example. So those kind of things also need to be customized in terms of actions, and definitely I think it could also be very much closely linked with citizen science, like Professor Dash has said earlier, which is gaining a lot of momentum these days because gathering data and information at the local level is becoming challenging, but is an opportunity to also engage the local people, the citizen science, to come and chip in. And so that needs to be also kind of linked together. And the other thing that I saw was, since we are talking at different levels, when we say one is at the regional level for all the countries, and the SAMA countries, then the national level, and then you have the state level, then you have also further down the district, and then the municipalities. So how do we then customize that and go in terms of providing this, I guess TOT is basically it is for the teachers. This needs to be also looked into. But yes, it is very timely, and I think along with the syllabus and the details that we are talking about, the topics, we also need to also keep in mind how we are going to roll out this particular program and at what level. So this also needs to be also considered and looked into. As I said earlier, I'm very much also happy to contribute in a meaningful way to this particular program. So thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your commitment and the details comments. So as per the schedule, this is my turn to give some comments
Yes.
on the specific agenda. So now I'd like to present my comments on the voice program. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to be part of the first meeting of the voice program under SAMA. I sincerely congratulate the Education and Outreach Committee for initiating this program, which brings climate, weather, and environmental awareness into schools and colleges across South Asian countries. I'd like to share a few points that could help make the program successful. First, involve organizations from all member countries, meteorological department, universities, or NGOs or INGOs to provide support, share expertise, and reach more students and participants. So I think that's one important thing, how we can incorporate more organizations from the different countries for the participations and their continuation. I think that's one important thing. Secondly, can we consider a small participation fee, very nominal, but they can give a nominal fee like around $10 or less to ensure commitment and support program activities. Thirdly, focus the program on school and college students so they can gain hands-on knowledge and practical experience, including professionals. So it also need to be think on further. Fourth, aim to secure recognition from the World Meteorological Organization, UNESCO, so which will add credibility and encourage wider participation. Sometimes UNESCO is very much, I think, provide support for these kinds of academic activities. So I think we can approach. Finally, compile a good reports like last many programs, some already been done, but at the end we prepare only 3-4 pages reports. Can we make a very good report so it can be we can store in our website or in a Google Drive. So in future we can provide one good souvenir of total programs. In this program also how we can make it. I think we need to think on that. So it will be a good track progress and share the best practices across the regions. So with these few steps, I believe voice can inspire all the participants to become informed, responsible, and proactive citizens, ready to address climate and environment challenges. And I also give my commitment with the others delegates who had already been shared. Maybe we need to change the language. We need to do some more activity region to regions. And initially, Mohanty also mentioned coastal vulnerability, climate issues. Those we need to address in different region in different way. And that's all from my side. Thank you. Thank you. So now floor is also open for giving more comments. Maybe, sir, there is some name not mentioned. Can we?
Yeah, in the list, I think Professor Rahul Mohanta's name is there.
Right, sir. Right. More, yeah. Rahulji, now it is your turn to give some comments. Rahulji, please.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So I'm really actually very delighted, truly delighted to see SAMAS launch this important initiative on weather, environment, climate in school education. And now the challenge of climate change and this environmental sustainability, they are no longer distant concerns actually. There are realities that our young students are already experiencing in their everyday lives. So I believe through WISE, we are taking a step forward towards empowering this next generation with the knowledge, skills, and curiosity which is needed to understand their environment and to respond quickly. And I believe this program is not just about scientific facts, it's also about nurturing awareness resilience, which is very much needed, and a sense of stewardship among students. I will quote this word stewardship. By integrating, weather and climate into school curricula, we are building the foundations for informed citizens and future leaders who can guide our societies towards sustainable and climate resilient pathways. So on this line, I would like to mention my personal experience. I have nowadays this new NEP program going on. So under this program, the school syllabus is getting revised, although there is some NCERT instructions. And I happen to be part of this revision of this syllabus under Samagra Shiksha Vision. And what I have suggested, and they have incorporated into some of the classes, was to include climate and weather into their, as part of some of the chapters they study in science and mathematics, even in social science. And they have accepted some of these points. So I was involved with the syllabus from class 6 to 10. So what I have suggested and proposed, which they have included part of it, so gradually to put into these concepts from class 6 onwards. 6, they learn few concepts. Then they develop for class 7, 8, 9. And by the time they're in class 10, they get had proposed in such a way that they get a good global perspective about this whole problem. Now I have seen Dr. Tyagi sir's syllabus, which is excellent syllabus. And we can, if we can really implement, you can use that syllabus or these concepts the way he has proposed, it will be great. In that process, it will help them understand their science, their mathematics, and even in social sciences quite better. I think we should look forward. We can train the teachers. In Assam, at least I can say, like after introducing this syllabus, there are workshops about teachers actually where they have come, where they're getting trained how to teach this new syllabus. And I think this is quite feasible to introduce what Dr. Tyagi sir has proposed actually as the syllabus. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rahulji, for your in detailed suggestions and some example also. Thank you so much. Somasha sir, could you please suggest some other names who can comment? I think.
Since there are many members sent today, so those who are present, let us hear from them. If they would like to say.
Abhilash also is doing
yes.
some training programs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Abhilash, please. Yeah.
Yeah. Good afternoon. Yeah. Actually, I was listening to the comments from other members. So we are also conducting similar program for quite long time, and we are working with both. Here, as the other members was mentioning, we have to formulate this program at different levels, like starting from the school level curriculum to the higher secondary school and to the teachers. Maybe 3 levels may be required to be framed. One means specifically for the school students up to 10th standard, and then higher secondary school students. They are actually, we have recently established more than 250 school weather stations across Kerala state, and they are regularly taking these observations. And as part of that, the last year we have conducted a big climate conclave. In that, they came and presented their research with very, very good paper presentation they have made with the help of higher secondary geography and geology teachers. So they are trying to link the climate observation with the local issues like flooding, landslide, and other biodiversity issues. They are beautifully connected all this data to their local issues. So, and there also they link to the local communities, like some NGOs and local communities. Though they are also, as part of this, we have conducted community-based awareness program across state of Kerala, and we try to merge this program with their program, because there are more than 500 community participation in taking regular rainfall observation at 8:30. They report the rainfall taken by them at a specific that 8:30 time, and they analyze themselves. That is why, as members were discussing about the co-production of the knowledge and the community participation and the citizen science. So this way we are doing a lot of awareness program, and for the teachers we have to design a specific curriculum including some advanced topic, because the higher secondary teachers, some of the teachers are doctorate, PhD holders. Most of the higher secondary teachers are postgraduates, and some of them are dual degrees. So we don't have to restrict this to the science streams. We have to include all streams, including humanities, social science, and other streams also to this, so that we have to make a comprehensive curriculum which is accepted by different teachers. So because they are going to, we have to conduct that training program at different levels. First for the training for the trainees, and then the curriculum for the higher secondary schools students and the school students. So I think this is what my feeling is, based on my experience with linking with this students and communities. So this is my initial comments. We are happy to share our experience and also resource and contribute to the program. So thank you very much and taking this initiatives. Thank you very much, Taggi sir and Somesh sir, Mohan, for this invitation. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhilaji, for your in-detailed experience and suggestions. Thank you. So now I'd like to request Mili Ghosh Nilala and Rohini Bhawat one by one. So yeah, after
Also
listening to your
from
comments, we go for the
Afghanistan,
discussion.
from Afghanistan, we can also hear from Jadran.
Yeah, Jatran already left, sir. Jatran is not here now.
He's logged in.
Yeah. Mili Ghosh ji, please.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Mohan.
Dr. Mili.
So, yeah, sir, actually, in the school up to 10th level, or I think in both, 20 marks are with the school in CBSE schools, and 10 marks is allotted per project. If you target, we target geography, at least geography subject and geography teacher, so geography teachers can give 10 marks project work. And I think AWS and other met stations are there at our district level. So we can start with this at least 10 marks project. So means actual field measurement data, they have to collect and they have to submit some project report. And at junior level also they need to submit project. 20 marks are with school teachers. So this is my just suggestion.
Thank you. I think that is also very important. Thank you so much. So Mr. Jatran, yeah, we are waiting to listen from you. Jatran, please.
Do you hear me?
Yeah,
Perfect.
can you switch on your video also, please?
Sorry, I have some technical problem with audio. So my comments about this issue, it's a best issue to involve these things in the schools. So actually, we have an institute in aviation. We can our director also mentioned before this, which we can added these lessons to our aviation institutes, and also the high schools teachers. We will mention these topics to the private schools and also governmental schools to work on the environment and weather, to learn students about the weather, climate change, and other related issues about the weather. So it's a chance for us, and in geography, teachers can explain these lessons to the students and change the information to the other students. It's easy for the geographics teachers to know the students about the climate and weather, and also climate change, about the monsoons. So this is my comments, Mr. Mohan.
Thank you, Jatran, for your comments and experience also. Thank you, Rohini ji, please. Yeah, we're waiting to listen from you.
Thank you, Dr. Mohan. Actually, university already have a science park where most of the schools, I mean, it's like a continuation. Many schools from standard 6 to 10th visit. They look what exhibits are kept, and also they call from our department someone to explain about weather and climate. So we are doing this since last year or so continuously. So we give them a basic aspect. And what I have seen is the private schools, they have some very kind of detailed syllabus included about weather and climate, but I have not seen much about in other schools. I will not say CBS, I will not say the Kendriya Vidyalaya, that is the CBSE school. CBSE, not CBSE, but the government Kendriya Vidyalaya schools, central government schools. But the other schools have not much about this inclusion of much of our subject in that. So maybe if it can be done throughout for all the schools, common, we cannot say common, but yes, some syllabus which has information about all aspects. Also, like just to give an idea, yesterday we went and there was a private school, and I was impressed because the school students were at 9th standards and they were already knowing what is ozone hole, what reactions are there, where it is present, and why Antarctica is cooler than Arctic, what is the difference. I mean, it was very we even the students, MSc and MTech students, which we teach, they don't know why Antarctica is cooler than Arctic Circle. So that was a very nice point. So I think we should target the government schools to have more detailed syllabus about our subject. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rohini ji. Thank you so much. Sir, I think now we can start the discussion part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can go
So
for
there
the
is actually action 1 is the topics and syllabus, and action 2 is the country specific inputs from the member countries, and another action 3, 4 is there. So we can start one by one, right, sir?
right. Yeah.
Okay. So first we need to discuss on action 1, that is the topics and syllabus. So floor is open. Anyone can discuss and give opinion based on the discussion part.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Mohan.
Thank you, sir.
I think actually, as we discussed, we have got very good inputs from all of the members. And of course, you can also take from Professor Bhaskar Rao. Instead of summarizing, he can tell also what is his views. And then actually, what is happened actually, we should see what type of syllabus we should keep for which level, and some global topics and some regional topics. Like suppose weather in Himalaya, it is not required perhaps for everybody to learn in the schools. Similarly, the tropical cyclone is not required to learn by the people, students, so detailed from Nepal or Bhutan, for it is not occurring. But whereas in Bangladesh, suppose they should know more well tropical cyclone, or the coastal area they should know. Similar thunderstorm, some specific regions. So I think actually we should make syllabus one global syllabus and one regional syllabus. And for that, actually, not only syllabus, we have to write also materials. Of course, more standard language is English. So we have to first prepare a syllabus and text materials, keeping the experts from different sectors, at least for each topic, 2 to 3 persons, so that they can dialogue and so on. and put it as simple as possible, as less mathematics as possible, and also similarly practical, we'll see what is feasible and where what type practical can be taken, along with the theory parts. Then also, even we should give them, suppose, what to do and what not to do in the situations, like suppose a lightning occurring when a person in the field. What type of action he should take or not, like not to go under the tree, which is very common because rain is coming and people go to shelter. The shelter is a tree. So like that way, we should avoid that thing. Or if a farmer is there, he cannot go a proper place, whether he have to lie down in a specific position so that actually he will not be a target for the lightning. So like this way, various things are there. So we should make a very nice practical oriented syllabus with some knowledge, and then write some small booklets on each one, so that actually then that booklet, as I told, general topics, what is weather or climate, what is the variation of temperature, or what is the diurnal variation of the temperature, or moisture, or wind, or so on, which is very common. But some of the phenomena which is particular that we have to design. So that is a most important thing. We should make groups and prepare this syllabus. After syllabus preparation, we should see which level. One is the school level, suppose 6 to 10. One is the 10 to 12, and one may be the college level. College level we may go later. First we can think about the school levels up to 10th class or so. Then actually we should have a trainer to tell you, which is very important things, which somehow will do definitely, because once we have some material, once we have the syllabus and material, we can conduct a series of lectures for the school teachers. It may be not once, maybe twice or thrice, but same material can be repeated. And people can, of course, once they attend, next time we discourage and put others. And we can give them certificate, we can give first, second, third. That we can take school science, geography teachers who can attend those things and get them trained. So that that is the most important. We cannot go to each children, each and every children, but they can go. So training to give the school teachers is very, very essential component also actually. Involving some NGOs, sometimes also we can involve some media also, because they actually, you say that now most successful of tropical cyclone is that public awareness and preparedness, which is coming through the media. It is whether actually print media or whether it is television and electronic media, they also play a very important role. NGOs also, they play a very important role. So we can actually prepare, train this type of people who is reaching to larger community. And gradually we can prepare the syllabus, prepare the courses, and try to train. And as I told, because education is not centralized thing in India, but in other places, I don't know exactly what is the Bangladesh or Nepal. So in India, suppose each state, they decide their own syllabus. But they have secondary schools and they have CBSE, which is centralized. So we have to see also those aspects also. And fortunately, our Sama have excellent experts, excellent scientists, and we can include few environmental scientists as well in our team for teaching, because it's not necessary they belong to Sama. Even if they don't belong to Sama, we can invite them as the guest lectures. They can give also lectures, beautiful lectures. And then once our material is ready, then we'll see that whether we have to translate in different language. So that aspect we should do, and depending on the demand, and depending on the states, after giving the training to school teachers we can give in English. Now, most of the school teachers, they are the graduate and above, and they know English very well. But when we go to school children, then they may not be know English so versatile. They may need in local language. And also when we are giving the training, we can give some training from theory and a little bit on practical side. If what a forecast is coming, if it is widespread, what it means, whether it is scattered, whether it is light, heavy, or moderate. So many things, such a language that comes in media, and that comes in by IMD and others, because it is not exact science. So what it means, or cyclone with low depression, deep depression, so many stages, what it signifies, what it has impact, and so on. So these type of various things are there. So I think we should think our syllabus in that way, so that it caters global, regional, and local issues. And that's why we are telling not one textbook, but several small booklets, so that actually what type of booklet is required, they can use that. So that aspect of fine-tuning for the region will leave to those community who are going to teach, actually. But we can give them guidance, we can train them as required, and sometimes we can make also training as per the requirement. Some country needs a requirement of certain training, like suppose in Bhutan, they want certain type of training for that region. So we can involve Bhutan and Nepal, almost similar type of things. There we'll see what type of syllabus, what type of training we should give them, specialized. But simple terms of temperature, weather, climate, and other things, that may be general for everyone. So I think all these things we have to think minutely, discuss that thing, and prepare different modules. And after that, like climate change is a global, but its impact is very much localized. So that also we have to take into consideration, and then its application is so enormous. You see that, as I told, we cannot tell a sector which they don't need the climate change. And then what is their role should be to avert the climate change as much as possible, like the plantation we are telling. So how plantation, what type of aspect of plantation lead to about the climate change, reduce the impact of climate change, that also we have to little bit project, so that they understand. I think that just like we worship sun or moon or others to get benefit from them, same way we get also a lot of benefit from the nature, that is the environment. So we should pinpoint in point-wise what is those things and how we can protect that. Water pollution, air pollution, deforestation, waste management. So many aspects are there for nature or environment. So I think all these things perhaps we have to discuss threadbare, and as some of the members told, there's no need of hurrying up the things, and we can do it step by step. Already actually Sama and IMD, you have taken an excellent step we have taken, that Olympiad we have done. That made very good, actually very much awareness. We may, after doing the development of the syllabus, training the teachers, we may do it in an Olympiad way, some places, to get the feedback from the users. What we are keeping, whether it's useful, or some part we have to drop and some part we have to keep. So I think we'll keep all those flexibility, and finally we have to design the modules of syllabus with teacher train and then implement. Otherwise, actually, if you go hurriedly, it may be actually just like actually environmental science, which is actually by law, in India, by the law, by Supreme Court, it is told that environmental science will be a compulsory program for all the graduates, whether it is an engineer or a doctor, or it is a political science, or it is a social science or science, anywhere, a syllabus of 3 credit is there, 3 to 4 credit are there on environmental science. But then it was so hurriedly done, it is many places it biased. It is oriented to one side too much, and leaving aside the other aspects. So that's why I'm thinking that we'll go step by step, we'll make the topics and syllabus, then it is subdivided and further this thing. Then we can have a larger community to interact on that. We can send the material and get feedback, and then prepare a final step of topics and syllabus. That is what I feel. But I definitely, we are in a bigger forum, we can hear from others and make some stepwise actions and then try to implement. Some we can implement parallel way, some we can do in a linear way. But definitely, as some people have told, or some experts have told, we have to train the teachers, obviously. And without that, because who is going to teach? And they should not teach without proper knowledge. So how we can do it? So we can definitely start series of teachers training once our syllabus and other things are formulated. And then, as I told, very specific things. Ocean areas, what type of syllabus should be there, coastal area? What will be the mountain areas? What will be in the desert areas? So that component also should be there, because desert science, suppose desert meteorology is not required for a coastal person, maybe. So we will see that you will not overburden them. Of course, everything is required, everything should have knowledge. That we do when we are becoming expert in that area. But for school children, they may not so much bother about all the things. They should bother more what they are going to face, so that it should be as simple as possible, as useful as possible, and then as practicable as possible. So these aspects perhaps we have to take into consideration as it is viewed by most of our experts. That's all for present, and we can discuss more as we move further. So thank you, Dr. Mohan Kumar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So, any more comments from the respected delegates?
Tagi Sahab should tell, because Tagi Sahab also formulated this thing.
Yeah.
Tagi Sahab and Somesh, they should also give their views, and we take view also from Professor Das and Professor Bhaskar Rao, and see that how we design the syllabus and all the things, so that it will be cater, but with not too much overburden.
Thank you, Mohanty Sahab, and we had a very valuable inputs from all our esteemed delegates. Rightly brought out that yes, it is going to be a teachers training program, because they are going to be the, I think, mentors for the students in the school, and the syllabus has to be aligned accordingly. Now, as it brought out, there are regional variations, country-specific variations. So we have to have a top-level syllabus which is common to all. The global features which are there, South Asian features are there, they are common to all. And thereafter, you have to location-specific, like desert, coastal areas could be there. So at least top-level syllabus we should start preparing, which is common to all South Asian countries. Large-scale general circulation, or whatever you may call impact of El Nino, La Nina on monsoons or cyclones. They are the key features which everybody, at least the most of the countries and the students would like to know. So this is the one part. Yes, we have to have a country language specific training material, course material over a period of time. But right from in the start, we should have a master syllabus in English, and that can be translated by the countries in their own languages, or even within the country. Like in India, maybe 15-20 regional languages are there, so that can be translated in the second or third stage of it. Now there is a national new education policy, and also one PM Shri initiative has been. I am not sure whether all of you are aware, where 14,500 schools are going to be provided with state-of-art infrastructure and concept of transformational, learning, and not vocational learning alone. So all it will be. So we should try to align with such programs, like in Kerala, Abhilash has mentioned. They are the things which we should try to align, or similarly Rahul Mahanta is doing. So there are some regional partners who already have, so we should learn from there and how we can collaborate with them. But the beginning has to be the syllabus we have to agree to syllabus, at least the first level syllabus, where the key features of the weather, climate, and climate change are covered, should be taken up, and the detailed region-wise, location-specific syllabus can be thereafter followed. Because the first level syllabus, some time bound, and the people who can contribute should be thought of. Thank you.
Thank you, respected President, for your overall discussion and comments. Now, Dr. Somashaddar sir, would you please?
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Mohan. I've been listening till now to all the people, and I've become wiser myself after listening to all of you. It's a great program indeed, of course, and we have been talking about this, how to train the teachers who in turn would train the school level children. And I understand that Professor S.K. Das, of course, is very much involved already for a long time. If I recall, what he mentioned also during his talk that from DST many years ago, there was a program called Probe, through which many AWS were installed in the schools, and I think Professor Das was also the main PI for that project. Now, what I see here is program is of course definitely extremely good, but also is extremely challenging in terms of the implementation. How we implement all these things is the biggest challenge to all of us. Because now the thing is, see, we are looking not only at India, but also in a wholesome way for all the member countries of SAMA, or at least if not all the member countries of SAMA, those who are interested. For example, I can see that those who are interested seriously are here today. For example, India, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Myanmar, of course, Afghanistan. So these 5 countries are certainly interested. We have been pursuing, sending emails, requesting to all the countries, but seldom they reply and seldom they attend the meeting. So that means they are really not keen at present. But if at least those present here, 5 countries, if we can implement it and show it as a role model, how the teachers and also the students in turns have got benefited through this program, probably other countries will also follow. So now to start with, say for example, in these 5 countries, let us see what type of practical difficulties that we might face. Now let's say India, starting with India, let's say. Now, there are several thousand schools in India, of course, several thousand schools in India. And it may not be possible to cover all the schools at a time. And of course, some schools are like urban schools, some schools are like rural schools, urban schools, maybe students of the urban schools may be already knowing many things, as Dr. Rohini mentioned that when she visited some of the schools and she was surprised that the children knew why Antarctica is colder than the Arctic and things like that. And similarly, as Dr. Last was mentioning that now in Kerala, more than 200 poly state that the schools have got the AWS installed over there, and then the school children are taking up the projects. I'm taking observations and analyzing the data by themselves. So they are at a higher level, of course. Dr. Miligos mentioned that we can give the students project works, also project works that way. So the point is that it's a huge task, and where to start it is itself a challenge in itself. Maybe we can adopt a district in a country and then select the schools of that district in that country, and especially giving priority to the rural schools rather than the urban schools, because urban schools teachers themselves may be quite good, and students also may be quite smart, but the same privilege may not be available to the rural schools. So maybe we can start targeting the rural school first and identify some state, maybe adopt a state, and then just invite at least one teachers from each district of that state. I mean, even if we take a smallest, the state also, let us say any, remote places like say Uttarakhand, or even in Odisha or Bihar, for example, if we take, there are so many districts in that state itself. And even if we pick up at least one teachers of that school, that also may not cover all the schools of that state. Because as I said, the challenge is that where to start and how to start, and maybe we can adopt some state or some district and then demonstrate the program there, and then see how the people are benefited, how the schools children are benefited, and that is very important because everybody knows that nowadays the media is what should I say? I'm so stupid probably that it is say for example, in today's current affairs, every day it is saying that the cloudburst is happening. There cloudburst is happening. That is not correct. It's not the cloudburst. So that is no, they're telling because they are not educated themselves. The media is not educated themselves. No, whether it is a cloudburst or simply a heavy rainfall or extremely heavy rainfall, or it is because of the Gulf, the flash flood has come because of the Gulf or some geological reason, etc., etc. Media is not educated itself, and so if we can educate the teachers or the children today, then tomorrow they will be the media persons, and they will be the people who will be communicating with the public through the TV, through the other newspapers and other nowadays so many things are there like the Twitter and the Facebook and so many things. Therefore, where to start is I think a big question. And then whether we can adopt them, adopt some district and then demonstrate there. As regards the syllabus are concerned, I think now you have seen the concept not prepared by Professor Tyagi Saab, and also the syllabus which has been given by Professor Monti sir. I think Professor Monti sir's syllabus is quite elaborate. It covers almost everything of the environmental science, and we can really educate the teachers, and in turn, to the students using that syllabus. That will be again a big task, and maybe it will be like a lecture series, I suppose, if we want to really cover up that. Then the plan which is outlined by Tyagi Saab is a very simple plan, I think, and I think that is more practical and viable. He just said that he will take 12 lectures in 6 days, each lecture covering 45 minutes or so. And even the topics which he has mentioned is quite simple, and anybody can talk about those topics for hours for the school teachers and for the students. So I think to start with, let us not start with in a very complicated way. Let us start in a simple way, and let's see how much we can implement from there. The simplest technique, like a simple syllabus, a simple course, adopt some urban, not urban, but the rural schools in some state. Maybe just focus one state first. I'm talking in terms of the probably India-centric style. But I'm not sure how the things will be, say, for example, for other countries like Nepal-centric. If I say now everybody has gone from Nepal here, Dr. Mandira Shrestha has gone. Yeah, Professor Das is raising his hand, but let me just finish quickly. So Nepal-centric, and Nepal has got several, like we have got the states, I've got the Pradesh, I've got some 5-6 Pradesh. Maybe we can take up with one of the Pradesh, and again, as in India, they also have so many schools in each Pradesh. And similarly, also in Bangladesh, maybe we can start with some division and then take up the schools there. Myanmar, of course, Dr. Kya Thanu can tell us how we can start in Myanmar, and similarly also for Afghanistan, we can start in Afghanistan. Mr. Jadran is there. I think Nasim Muradi has probably, no, he's still there, so he can tell us how to go about that. But let us start with adopting some rural school, at least in each country, and then implement the idea. Also, training, how to train them, whether training online or training physically. Training physically is, of course, more challenging because we need funds for that and need volunteers who would like to travel to rural areas to teach the people, and also probably maybe we can give priority to those schools where there is at least some AWS in a nearby. If not in that school, at least in a nearby place there is some AWS so that they can carry out some practicals, using the data for that AWS. So that way we can start with. So this is my kind of rough idea about all these things, and maybe I can request Professor Das was raising his hand. Dr. Mohan, whatever you say, how do we go about? Because there are 3 more topics left in actions plan, and we are still discussing probably the first topic.
Sir,
Yeah.
we can take discussion, all comments, all action together. That will be also because already time
Together,
is.
yeah. Also,
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
That
also
will be, I
fine.
think,
Yeah.
much more convenient.
So,
So we
yeah.
have
So,
4 actions.
like the other, yeah.
So
Yeah,
one is
4
topic
actions,
syllabus, also country-specific inputs from member countries, and formation of
Yeah.
organizing committee, and way forward. So
Correct.
I would like to request Professor Dr. S.K. Das sir. He already raised the hand. Sir, you can give your opinion based on all 4 actions. Sir, please.
No. So Dr. Someshwar Das has finished?
Yeah, I think I'm done. Yeah, I can come back again later on.
Yes,
Yeah,
we can
yeah. One
I'm
more
sorry.
thing I would like to
I'm
say
sorry if I
that.
disturb you. Yeah.
No, it's okay. One more thing, of course, we must form a committee of the WISE, because right now it is like part of the education and outreach committee of SAMA, but which is a broader committee through which we have conducted many lecture series. But then we have to make a separate committee for the WISE, just to focus on the WISE program. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, please, yeah, that's all.
Yeah. So I like Dr. Someshwar Das, what you told is really very correct. It's very practical. And I have some thoughts based on the failures of IFMS and other experiences. As you told, let us start in a very simple way. I fully agree. And let us not go for so many courses and very cumbersome. Okay. Please give me a chance to present the 11 courses or whatever ideas we have in the IFMS in a webinar or something. Let us have a discussion there. From that, or if you can, I can sell you only 4 subjects, 4 or 5 subjects which are very fundamental. Let us not think of El Nino and other things at this juncture. And very fundamental things which are very close to us as a societal human being, And also everyday newspaper is coming like cloudburst and extreme rainfall, monsoon. This thing, El Nino is impacting, but at this stage it will be too difficult to understand the remote impact, etc. So 4 or 5 subjects, not more than 2 topic. And there are some bullet points which you have identified. We'll elaborate on those bullet points. Okay, it will be a breeze of whatever courses you have, 2 versions or what. I will give mine very brief one. Okay, let me not present, but I will give you. You consider that only 4 will discuss about that. Then we'll have to identify 4 teams who will prepare this course. Participation itself is education. That you have to remember. We're all big scientists, I understand. But when you come down to write a course or PowerPoints for these teachers, then you will understand where is the difficulty, where the difficulty lies. So syllabus is one thing, very brief, but we should have at least 2 lectures, PowerPoints for 2 lectures, 45 minutes each as Dr. Tyagi has planned. 45 minutes, maybe 30 or 40 PowerPoints for 2 lectures. And 2 into 5, let us say 10. 10 lectures will be the fundamental starting point. It can vary with the number. I'm just throwing a number. Don't take it very seriously, 10 only. And let us start it online. Your SAMA is very good in having online courses through registration, etc. I'm sure some teachers will definitely register. Let us not go for physical immediately because there will be a problem of finance and organization APRCC, I will discuss with Professor Bhaskara later on, and we can have 1 or 2 physical meetings we can support, but that will come in the due process. You start with this 10 PowerPoint presentation, put on your website, prepare once, and start giving these lectures to the registered teachers. Maybe 50 in each batch or 40 in each batch. You decide how you can manage, how many meetings you can have across the country or across all the countries, not only India, but outside. Let us see what is the impact. How does it impact? And we can take the rating. We can take the feedback from there. Gradually, this can be done, I am sure, within 6 months. It will not take more than 6 months. First of all, we have to, number one, we have to zero down to 4, 5 subjects, let us say. Then secondly, there are very brief courses which are understandable, very simple. Then 5 committees of 4 each or 5 each you decide. That is a very tough task. These 5 committees will prepare the course. Not one. If you give me, I can prepare a course. On any of us can prepare a course. But whether it is a combined one, participated one, or that has to be seen. So these committees will finalize the PowerPoints, presentations, and then will present. You can modify if you don't like. But this will be the better way, a practical way of starting, because all the time you are saying that where will start. I am sure it is a very difficult question. Where to start? It's a big countries, and you are talking of 5 countries, international, and all these things, different types of climate. All. Let us see how it impacts. Then we'll proceed gradually, and all these things will be on your website. So those who want to be benefited from that, they will benefit it. So because we know that on climate weather, there are thousands of PowerPoints present, but we are not copying those things. We are modifying those, or we are giving credit to those who are very essential, fundamental ones. We may not, why to waste time to prepare another? Like our system. If you want to show a slide, there are very nice our system models where interaction between different systems are very, any teacher can understand, science teacher. Start with the teachers. Then we'll go to students and all these things with observatory and seminars. Dr. Mohammed told about the projects. That's exactly I was telling, that there are projects under NDP. Somebody else was telling also about the 20 marks or 10 marks project. This can easily be implemented once you create the awareness that Sama has started a program, online course, once a week as you are planning, once a week, 45 minutes or 90 minutes. This will be definitely become very popular. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. So Muhammad Khalid Halim also joined from Afghanistan. So
yeah, I would like to hear from him.
Yeah, Khalid ji. So it is an important program. I think you already been aware. So could you please give your comments on if you have any? Unmute, please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah to everyone. Everyone should know me. This is Muhammad Khalid Halim from Afghanistan Meteorological Department as a weather forecasting general manager. I am so sorry I was not in the whole meeting. I didn't get the main point. I just joined now. I will tell you at the end of that what we can do for summer and also for metrology and also for this program.
Okay, thank you so much. So your joining is also important, and I think you can give your comments end of the discussion also.
Thank
So
Hello, Mr. Mohan, can you hear me?
Yeah, Nasim ji,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Dos. Mr. Khalid joined late. Sorry about this. He don't know about actually about this meeting. I think it is better. First, the topic is very good, and also the subject. We agree with this and submit it, and also, as you know, we have an institute, aviation institute in Kabul Airport International. And I will discuss with the directory because we have separate directory I will discuss with the director of an institute. After that, I nominate one or two teacher from the institute. It is better to discuss with them about the course, about the subject. It is from my side, and also I think it is better to clear about the fee of this course.
So far, Sama has been conducting all the courses free of cost. We have not charged any single money
Yeah, we will
for
not
Yeah.
charge
our
any
courses.
fee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is free
Uh,
without charge. Yeah.
yeah, of course. And
Free
also,
of charge.
since,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Muradi, one
If
more
we
thing is
bring
that
out some publications, if we bring out some
Yeah.
publication booklets, if it costs, then at that time we will see that. So far, it is electronics and teachings for electronics. I think they are all free.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. I will discuss with the director of an institute. After that, I will share their email address and contact number.
Thank you, Nasim
yeah,
ji.
also,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Muradi, in fact, I don't know, I mean, you have been getting right from the beginning in today's meeting. So thank you so much for that. We have heard
Thank you
almost
so
all the
much.
points today's meeting. What we are trying is not just training of the professional.
Sir, thank you. So we are still on the discussion point. So 4 action plan is there. So we already received a very prominent concern from our discussions. And if anyone interested to give your opinion based on the all the topic, so please feel free to discuss.
Mohan, we are waiting
Sir.
for Bhaskar Rao
Yes, sir.
Saab's
Right, sir.
intervention.
Yeah. Sir, now I'd like to request Professor Bhaskar Rao, sir. Sir, please. Professor D.B. Bhaskar Rao, sir.
I'm
Sir,
sorry.
unmute.
Yeah, thanks, everyone. I thought I would speak as a part of the concluding remarks because if you all agree, I think I will do with the concluding remarks, summarizing what has.
Right. I think the time is already.
So,
yes.
If anybody wants to speak prior to this, let them speak. So I will take the opportunity of expressing myself as a part of the concluding remarks, if you all agree.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. So, Rohini, could you want to give more opinion? And Dr. Wu also, please.
Dr. Mohan, no, I think I'm done. I mean, I said already.
Okay.
So
Okay, thank you. And Dr.
What
Wu,
about
please.
Okay, currently I have no any suggestion. Maybe in further we can discuss more in next future meeting.
Sure. Okay.
what about forming a committee of the WISE? I think we need to have a dedicated committee which will focus on the WISE program because it's going to be a huge task. I can foresee it. So, shall we form a committee of dedicated volunteers or members who will take the program forward? And if so, who should be the member? Of course, we have got a education and outreach committee of SAMA, and you have seen the list of the countries which I had written in the agenda. Basically, from Afghanistan, we had not received any nomination for the Education Outreach Committee, and therefore Mr. Muradi himself is here. So, what more can be expected from Afghanistan? We have got the best person from Afghanistan. From Bangladesh, Mr. Abdul Manan is supposed to be the EOC member, that is the Education and Outreach Committee member, but he has not been attending most of the meetings. So, I think he is inactive. After he retired from BMD, he has not been active from Bangladesh. So, Mohan can suggest that who should be the member of EOC or the WISE committee from Bangladesh. Bhutan, despite so many males, Bhaskar Sharma is from university, Royal Bhutan University, and he is a member of ECT. In the ECT WhatsApp group, he said that probably he will attend, but he is also not there. Nobody from Bhutan. Study about Bhutan. From India, of course, we need to see who would volunteer to be the member of the WISE committee. From Maldives, I don't expect anybody from Maldives because almost they have stopped attending the summer meeting. From Nepal, Myanmar, of course, either Mr. Kyathanu or anybody, if he suggests, like Miss what is her name? One lady from Han Sui. She is nominated by the Director General of DMH, but she seldom comes to any of our meetings. Dr. Kyathon Wu, of course, you must be knowing her. She doesn't attend any of our meeting, although she is supposed to be a member of the EOC. So having a person who doesn't attend a meeting and doesn't make any sense, therefore we cannot have her in the committee. Maybe Dr. Kyathanu can be a member of the committee or whatever he suggests. And it may not be from the DMH, it can be from the schools also. Of course, we can request him or her to become the member of some of us and then carry on. Then from Nepal, of course, we need to replace Professor Deepak Aryal because he is now the Vice Chancellor and obviously we don't expect him to come to these meetings. So Deepak Aryal is supposed to be the member of the Education and Outreach Committee and we have to replace him by some other suitable person. Again, nobody is there from there. Dr. Mandra has left. Dr. Madan, Sigdel also, I think he said that, electricity in his house, so he is disconnected. We need to find out who should be the member from Nepal and Pakistan, of course, nobody is here. Sri Lanka also, nobody is here. So at least from those countries who are present here, we need to find out who should be member. Even if we are not able to name them now, maybe through correspondence, we have to form a committee member for that. And then accordingly, we have to proceed. Because this, I see that this is going to be much more challenging than the lecture series which has been conducted by Samas in the last 3 years. And a lot of work will be required for this WISE committee to be implemented practically. Even if it is an online course also, I think a lot of things have to be done for that. Like anyway, so having said that, now probably we can go for the concluding remarks by Professor Bhaskar Rao, sir. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. I think.
Yeah. You can stop sharing the screen.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to, sir, as you give some concern regarding the nomination. So as in my point, I give one opinion that we can include National Meteorological Department as well as some other organizations. So some retired person like Dr. Manan, he is not active in Bangladesh. He is outside of country also. So maybe we'll discuss. Yeah, we'll discuss and we can request BMD director to nominate someone because the director is new. He may be not so much concerned about Sama. So I think you can send an official email to him also.
Yeah, but for WISE, it may be BMD or it may be any other academic institutions like Dhaka University or other place, who it can be actually, as Somesh told, who is really active, and we can have much more meetings to pinpoint the things, because one meeting may not be sufficient. Perhaps we have to meet 5-6 weeks to make a conscious syllabus first, which we are going to deliver. And then who are the person who will deliver. Then we will tell to write up those things so that we can have initial materials. So I think like here, actually, it is not good, but we have not kept anybody from IMD except our friend Somnath Dutt, who is retired, who was a teacher, and he's a good person also, and he taught many years this area, so he can be also volunteer. So we'll take volunteer paper first, then we'll see that we can take others if required. And from one country, maybe not one person, maybe 2-3 persons, there's no problem. But those who are going to attend all our meetings to finalize the step-by-step things. It is not that sake of the, as Somesh told, like for sake the members will be there and then after that we will not meet. Never. So it should not be like that. So you tell 2-3 persons from Bangladesh who can be really active, and they can be from anywhere. They can be from BMD, there is no problem. They can be from BMD one from the Dhaka University, one from your institutes. You can be also there also. So like that way, we can take as many members, there is no problem. Of course, India, we can get many members and we can have that. But then actually we have to dialogue each time and come to some conclusion and go step by step.
Yeah, we can get the nomination by email because now we are getting late, already 5:30.
Yeah.
We can get the nomination from each country by email.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your concern. Yeah, okay, I will discuss in the next meeting, maybe NWAMI, Hydroclimate and Ocean Center, University and others. We will check it again. Now it is time for concluding remarks. Now I'd like to request, sir, please.
No, Mohan, we can't leave it open-ended. So let's have some members of the committee right now announced in this meeting. So people who have volunteered, let them be there. Other people can by email can join anytime. Anybody is welcome to join. More the area who will be willing to come. But let's not leave it open-ended. So like Professor Mohanty, Professor Dash, Professor Bhaskar Rao, let them be the meeting and other volunteers like Dr. Mishra, Abhilash.
Yeah,
People
I am interested. I am giving that I am interested.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Excellent, sir. Thank you. Yeah. So, sir, should we proceed for the concluding remarks?
Yeah, I think so. It's getting late.
Okay. Yeah, sir. Now I'd like to request respected Professor D.B. Bhaskar Rao, sir, who is the honorary professor of Andhra University, Alta. Sir, it is time for you.
Thank you.
Concluding remarks as well as your opinion also. Sir, please.
Thank you very much. I think it's like a 2.5 hour session. We have followed. Everybody should be feeling tired. At least I will try to summarize what has been said and also try to give my opinions regarding the program. First and foremost, this is a wonderful, thoughtful program that has been envisaged by SAMA, targeting the teachers of the schools to give knowledge of the weather, environment, and climate science, which is very, very important so that they will get back to the students and then try to bring awareness about what is happening around about the weather and climate. So this is a wonderful idea. And I'm very, very happy that SAMA has taken up this task. I do agree with Professor Someshwar Das that it's very challenging. It is completely different from the programs which have been undertaken by SAMA so far. So far, I think the targeted audience were already in the field of the meteorology, atmospheric science related science programs. So they were attracted very easily. And this is going to be a altogether different kind of strategy that probably SAMA has come with. It's very important. There is no doubt about that. From all the people who have spoken about, have definitely emphasized the need for this particular kind of a program that would take the situation forward. But there are many, many questions which have come out during the discussion. And first and foremost, what should be the kind of syllabus that should be taught? Whether it is going to be a broad one as has been circulated. And people have expressed their opinion. And I think it is imperative that at the beginning, the syllabus should be in such a way that it should not be a burden to the teachers who cannot understand what is being said. But at the same time, they should be given all the information about the basics of the weather and climate related. First, the general descriptive aspects of weather and climate globally and also regionally and locally. That's going to be very, very important. And that particular orientation, how to have the language of instruction. Some people have said the local languages should be taken up. But to start with English, can be taken as the language of instruction. There are many schools, the teachers of the schools at this particular time are well educated. Many of them are postgraduates. They should be able to follow the language of English as the language of instruction. So because if we go talking about the other languages, it becomes very, very difficult for us to implement and then follow at the beginning itself. So to start with, at least my contention is English could be the language of instruction. And definitely what should be taught in this one, a small committee should be formed, which should come out with a syllabus that is going to give the information that is needed in a non-mathematical, descriptive way that could be easily understandable, not only the science, but the general public itself. That means any graduate or postgraduate should be able to follow what is being said. So to start with, a syllabus should be framed and a small committee from the SAMA can be formed, as already some steps have been taken. So this is a lead that they could come out with the syllabus first and foremost. And when we say that to bring the teachers into this, many times because these people are not motivated, and to bring the motivation, what should be done? Maybe SAMA should think forward how to bring the teachers into this fold, because if you write just call for some joining, you give a program and then ask them to join, many people may not be willing because they do not know what they are going to learn, unlike the previous courses where the students know what they are going to be taught. So in this particular case, the motivation is a very, very important. If SAMA will probably provide some incentive like some certification which they will be able to use in their school, or the schools themselves can sponsor the teachers who are willing to come into this. So that has to be thought about and then go forward with it, because I'm not sure if the teachers will come on their own and then join this particular program immediately as this solicitation go out. And I'm not sure how the SAMA is going to spread this information of this activity to the knowledge of the teachers of all the schools. So that also need to be there, because if you just send an email to the school principal or chairman or whoever it is, it may not be possible to spread the information. So SAMA should also think how to spread the information of this particular program to the knowledge of all the teachers possible, so that at least a part of them, even 0.1% of all the teachers in this country, not one, if they just start, that would be a very great thing to happen. And it has been suggested that two ways of taking up this program. One is through online and another is through offline. At this particular juncture, I think offline teaching is not possible for various reasons, like how to go there, how to get the funding to teach and all that. So at the present time, to start with, I think online teaching program can be initiated. And as suggested, there could be 10 lectures, 8 or 10 lectures, carefully planned with the information that is going to be needed for the teachers who can understand, so that they will be able to appreciate the content that is being taught in this. Once this first initiative gets a success, then it almost follows very easily for the other teachers, because once one or two sessions go successfully, they will be after the SAMA for requesting the SAMA to come to continue the same particular kind of program for many of the other teachers. I think that would happen once the first program would be a success. So all of us should strive for the success of the first one, because if you make the content too heavy, too scientific, and very difficult to understand for the school teachers, then I am very skeptical that it would become a success, because the more easier the content of the program, the content of the syllabus, the content and the way the teaching is being done, so that the participants take it very easily, understand very easily. With that, then probably I think the first success would be achieved with that, I think. And coming to the next point, fees for the participation, I think SAMA has not charged any fee for any of the programs so far, and any kind of charge fees would be a negative point, because that will definitely discourage many of the school teachers, because they may not be able to pay the fees, or the schools may not be able to pay the fees. So fees should not be a problem, or should not be an issue at this particular juncture. So that, I think, the one. But once the syllabus is done, once the first 1 or 2 sessions follow, and the content is being shown on the website, YouTube, everything, then definitely I'm sure that this will become a role model for the kind of teaching that is needed at the school teachers level. So I'm not talking about anything that the students are going to, but let us confine ourselves only to the school teachers, and let us move forward with this particular, because the voice is formulated only for the training of the school teachers, as I see it. So let us confine first and foremost, we will go to the target audience of the school teachers. Let us confine, let us draw the syllabus to the need of the school teacher. That means keeping in mind what their talent is, what their capability is, what their need is, and what probably SAMA wants this program to communicate, and then transfer the information to the teachers at this particular level. Then once this, I'm sure that with the background, with the success SAMA has around during the last 3 years, I think with careful planning and execution, I am sure that this program will also be a success. And all the seniors who have mentioned, then we are all ready to help. Professor Mohanty is a great scientist, distinguished scientist, who is the head of the education and outreach program. And then a concept like this came from him and the Professor Tyagi Saab and Professor Someshwar Das. I'm very, very appreciative of the education and outreach program of SAMA and the efforts by Professor Tyagi ji and Professor Someshwar Das. And I look forward to its implementation, because I am of the opinion this should not be dodged for too long. Too much planning, too much efforts, too much thinking. So within the next few months, some first step has to go forward. Then I think the corrections will follow slowly. And I wish that would happen in the very near future. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to be associated with this important meeting. I'm very, very happy and feel learned from the opinions of very distinguished speakers like Professor Mohanty, Professor Sushil Das, and Somanath Datta and others. And to add, some efforts already have been done at the national level. Probably that has not been so successful as I see it. And myself and Professor Sushil Das has been doing modestly some small efforts to encourage through a foundation for education, research in climate change. We are doing modestly the best we could do, and we do it ourselves, but our foundation also can help or participate with the SAMA in taking this particular important program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your very benevolent concluding remarks and with your suggestions and guidelines also. Sir, may we proceed for the vote of thanks?
Yes. I think Madan Sigdel was supposed to do that, but he has discontinued. So you can do that, right?
Thank you, sir. So, in absence of Dr. Sigdal, I would like to proceed for the vote of thanks. Respected Chair, distinguished delegates, esteemed members, and dear colleagues. It is my great honor to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of the South Asian Meteorological Association and the Education and Arts Committee. At the outset, I extend our sincere gratitude to our President, Air Vice Marshal Professor Dr. Ajit Tyagi sir, for his gracious welcome and inspiring words. We are equally grateful to Professor U.C. Mohanty sir, Chairman of the Education and Arts Committee, for his thoughtful introduction of the WISE program, which has given us a clear framework and vision for the journey ahead. I thank all members of the Education and Arts Committee for their self-introduction and valuable country perspective. In particular, our appreciation goes to the representative from Afghanistan, India, Myanmar, Nepal, and others, whose insight will help shape the WISE curriculum and implementation strategy. We are deeply indebted to our invited experts and committee members, Professor S.K. Das sir, Professor S.N. Mishra sir, Dr. Mondira Shrestha, myself, Professor Rahul Mohanto, Dr. Miligos Ninala, Dr. Rohini Bhawar, Mr. Muhammad Khalid Halim, Dr. Abhilash, Dr. Ranjit Kumar, and also a special thanks to our Honorable General Secretary, Professor Dr. Someshwar Das sir, and many others for enriching the meeting with their comments and recommendations. A special word of thanks goes to Professor Dr. D.V. Bhaskar Rao sir for his thoughtful concluding remarks, which have provided us with a strong way forward. Finally, I would like to place on record our deep appreciation for the organizing team and secretariat for the excellent coordination and support in convening this first WISE meeting. With your active participation and collective wisdom, today's discussion have laid a solid foundation for advancing weather, environment, and climate in school education across South Asia. We look forward to continued collaboration in taking this important initiative ahead. Thank you all once again. Thank you, sir.
Probably Dr. Datta, you missed some.
Oh, Somnath Datta, sir.
Somnath Datta.
His contribution is very significant. Maybe I missed some other name also. Sorry, sir.
I think you missed,
Somnath is a teacher for many years, so.
Yes, sir.
What is
Yeah,
Somnath?
we can also
He has
wish him all
left
the best.
he is there or he has left?
He's there.
He is with us, sir. Actually, I quickly
because
typed,
Somnath-
so maybe that's why some names are missed.
I mean,
Dr.
combinedly,
Somnath
on
should be
behalf of
made
all
member of the committee.
Because he is teaching several years elementary and fundamental courses to IMD, starting from very junior to very senior people. So he has a lot of experience teaching the we are teaching perhaps only PhD students or master degree students, but he is teaching actually from observer to scientific assistant to everybody. So I think, and he is now available. So that's because tomorrow is the last day officially. Of course, yesterday he has. So I am not congratulated because I know that he will be involved. Somnath, you are there? Because I think we have to love him. He's a very enthusiastic person.
Yeah, of course.
And among us, he's the youngest person from India who are present.
Even from India.
And we have also not from Mahant, and we have not asked him. Yeah, because he built up a department in Cotton University where we started the STORM program. So much you remember. So we went there.
Yes, I remember. We went to Kamakya also, sir.
Yeah, Kamakya, Darshan and all things. So
of course.
So I think these people are the young people. Actually, they should be there, and let us have more frequently for few weeks. Let us crystallize the things and give to Sama to implement.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you so much. And now another task is that we have to write a minutes of this meeting
Right, sir.
as number one, and two is that we need to upload the video maybe on the website of someone. We have not live streamed it because this is a meeting, not a lecture series. So we did not live stream it, but we have recorded the entire proceedings of today's meeting. So we can upload it, upload the video on the website later on the YouTube. Okay.